Party people, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, black people sneaking into Gucci stores, witnesses who testified against El Chapo, Asian crackheads, 58 Democrats announcing they're running for presidents, rappers wearing fake jewelry in their videos, long-time suffering New York Knicks fans, white people who love to put blackface on everything except Jesus, Jamie Foxx hairline, Crips who sell bundles of weave, and cigarette smokers who take bathroom breaks every 30 minutes is the world's most dangerous.
Dope Dealers Podcast.
You know what it is.
Man. Oh, shit.
We here, episode 52.
Nigga said Asian
52.
crackheads. Where do you find them at?
Yeah, have you ever seen an Asian crackhead?
Never.
You never seen an Asian?
Never.
Somebody say you never seen?
No, they got them.
I'm sure they got, but I've never seen one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about real. I ain't talking about American Asian crack. I'm talking about like foreign Asian.
Oh yeah. I don't know about the foreign Asian crackheads. Yeah, I know. I didn't seen some motherfuckers on crack.
The real Chinese
in the
crackheads
hood.
in China on opium, I guess it would be like.
Yeah.
Do they got crack in China?
Yeah,
That's where it come from. Opium. I mean, the opium and all that shit.
I thought that was heroin.
Yeah, that's heroin. That's what I'm saying.
That shit grow over there.
Okay.
This is Dope Dealers Podcast.
Yeah, it's Dope Dealer. Yeah, we should. Well, there's only one.
Started it off with that.
There's only one true dope dealer on the here. Like, dope independent music opening up. That was the homie. Tobe, you're not gonna like this, but that's the homie Dodger Blue.
Dodger
I like
Blue.
that. I'm a
Dodger Blue,
fan.
man. He is from Boyle Heights, man. He sent us his music, man. He loved the podcast. He's like, man, please, can you play my music, man? And that's the Dope Boys Go Crazy. That's a little remix of the remake of the Young Jeezy jam.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought it was at first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dodger Blue, man. He kind of.
I was about to say, damn, Jeezy let us use one of his tracks.
That's one of my favorite Young Jeezy songs, and he put a spin on it. So that's shout out to Dodger Blue. You know, independent music. If you send us your independent music, we will play it. All you got to do is just send it to us, man, and we'll play it and blast you out, man. It's going down. Tobe Hixx. We do it for the military, of course.
Oh man, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, the Bloods, and the Crips.
Yes, we do this.
Even
man.
the Vice Lords sometimes.
Yeah, episode 52, man. We got a special. Today is it's going to be an abbreviated version, but it's all about the NBA, man. All about the NBA.
Yeah.
We got a
NBA taking over.
Hey, man, NBA ain't.
It don't matter if the Super Bowl going on. It don't fucking matter. The NBA is king right now.
And
here to stay.
It's crazy.
Go Lakers.
Because football NFL was always known as king, but I really, like you said.
Well, the NFL doesn't have the best PR at the moment, so they're taking a step back.
Yeah, the NBA is doing so. It's all we're doing.
It's only so much you could do with football, like so
Really,
much
though.
talk.
Yeah.
Like basketball, this shit is just never ending, and it's more characters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so today is the NBA mid-season show. We're gonna do our mid-season awards. So we're gonna break down
Mid-season NBA.
Yeah, we're gonna break down who we think is the MVP so far, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved Player. We also gonna give our All NBA first teams who we got so far at the All NBA. And we could talk about some of the storylines going into the second half of the season because there's a whole lot of shit going on.
Man, I've been so disappointed lately. I can't wait to talk.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that because we got two Laker fans in the house and one Sixer fan.
Yeah, it's the state of the Lakers, and
It is disappointing, but at the same time, it's better than it has been in a long time. So it's like, this is great disappointment.
yeah, I'm not talking
I'm
about wins
optimistically
and losses. I'm talking about the sideshow.
We're gonna get into that. But I know you guys hear Third Voice, so we want to bring our brother in. He's one of our homies in the house, man, and a funny, talented comedian, and also a real NBA fan. Knows what he's talking about. And he's going to join us, do his thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on clubs and colleges all over doing his thing. Put your hands together for Cory Showtime Robinson.
Oh, thank y'all. Thank you so much.
Welcome,
I appreciate
Welcome back to the Dope
Yeah, welcome
Dealers
back.
Give me back
Podcast.
with the simulated applause. It's good to be here. I appreciate the Dope Dealers and the podcast and Toby,
What's
Jamal,
up, man?
y'all. It's always fun.
Cory, what's going on? What you been up to, man? What you been up to?
Man, just working, living, trying to do these shows, man, watching these games, being disappointed like Toby. I know, the whole thing.
Well, let's get. You know what, man? Let's get right into it, man. Let's you know what? Let's go. What we'll do is we'll do one of our mid-season awards, and then we'll separate it and then talk about what's going on. So let's start off with what I want to start off. Let's start off with something easy. Most improved player who you have so far this year. Most improved player.
Is that me?
That's anybody, whatever.
Go right ahead.
Mine is Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, most improved?
Derrick Rose, most improved. Because,
You got to explain that.
well, I know
health-wise,
coming from MVP to being like on various benches, and I don't know if that was like health related, and sometimes it was mental. You could tell from like just the fact he was healthy, but he still wasn't playing well. To like how he's coming off the bench and contributing. He had 50, that 150 point game.
Yeah,
He's been averaging somewhere in the teens and 20s. He had like 26 last night. The dude's been balling.
No, he has been balling, and it's because everybody loves.
It's a feel good story.
It's a feel good story. We're happy to see him back, and pretty much almost. He's not 100%. He would never be the MVP. Derrick Rose,
He's a solid 88%.
But we never expected him to be back where 80%. Nobody would have said he would have got back.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I got him like on the comeback player, but most improved. That's normally somebody who didn't have any talent.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Or not as much talent to begin with.
Who's your pick then?
Damn. I had it right there in my head.
Well, while you thinking of them, I'm gonna give you mine. I'm going Toronto Raptors. I'm going Pascal Siakam.
That was my second pick.
I'm going. His improvement. Like he scares me, man. The length. He's never. I watched him. He's definitely worked on his game, man. He can score, the rebound, and then the defense, the length. He is the reason that Toronto is up there, man. And he's going to, so definitely.
He's already like kind of past Serge Ibaka at what Serge Ibaka does. Not necessarily on defense, but like he's an offensive player. Yeah, he's moving.
And I think he's All-Star. Didn't he make the All-Star team?
In the East?
Yeah, I think he
is he on the reserves?
No, I don't think
he didn't. Let me. I'll double check.
He was close though. He could have made it.
He's a decent.
He could have made it.
He's a definite honorable mention. For sure.
So that's mine. That's my most improved.
My most improved player. I know why I forgot because I tried to forget about him, but he won't let me forget about him. My most improved player is D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, good.
Go give me. Yeah.
That is a good pick.
And I know Magic didn't want to let him go, but we had to let him go once he did that snake shit with Nick Young, that old bullshit, that non-player shit he did.
Let the man be redeemed.
Well, yeah, he had to. I was all for a second chance, just not here in Los Angeles, because you can't do that shit. I mean, you can't.
I feel you.
I mean, and in Brooklyn,
especially around all the stars and whatnot.
You can't do that. Motherfucker be scared to let you in the room.
And just to remind me, he did that to
Nick Young.
Is Nick Young in the NBA?
Nick Young, he's in and out right this year. He's in and out.
No, is he in the NBA right now?
No, not today.
So why the fuck you cut an All-Star for a nigga ain't even? I can understand if he did that to LeBron.
They cut them both.
They didn't cut
an All-Star for a nigga ain't in the NBA no more.
Hold on, you killing the levels right there.
I'm sorry.
They didn't cut him, and they didn't get rid of him because they thought Nick was more talented. They got rid of him because nobody would ever want to come play with him just because of the shit he did. You can't bring him up. You can't leave a man like that in L.A. Other towns, you can get away with that shit. Brooklyn, you can get away with it.
Traded D'Angelo Russell.
L.A., you can't have. This is the place that niggas come to cheat. You can't fucking have a nigga who's exposing niggas in Los Angeles. You can expose a nigga in Minnesota or something.
So y'all really
think... They'll forgive you, yes.
You really think a team, a player would be like, I'm not going to play with him because he
let me ask you this.
Or just look at him, he was young and dumb at that time. He learned his lesson.
Let me ask you this. Do you think LeBron would have signed on if that nigga was on the team?
Well,
no, just answer my question.
Are you insinuating LeBron is cheating?
I'm not saying he cheat, but just the fact it might come up.
But if LeBron would want to.
Yeah, exactly. He don't want to have no nigga around him like
Tobe is passionate.
And I'm just using LeBron as an example. A lot of the OG, can you imagine if he'd have pulled a move like that back in the days with like Charles Oakley or Barkley, one of these niggas, they would have killed him, man.
They would have just beat the shit out of him. They would have killed him.
Well, yeah.
He would have definitely been out the next game with like an illness.
I just use LeBron as an example.
Oh, no, I see what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is no high power because, I mean, he had to get a new start. Like, he had to get a new start. You couldn't do that shit here.
All right, one of the top storylines that when we did our preseason NBA show, one of the top storylines was Kawhi in Toronto. How do y'all think that turned out?
Well, it's turning out well.
It's turned out
and
good.
Now they got Marc Gasol.
Please, Toronto, whatever you're doing, keep him there. Like, send him Drake. Send him the whole six. Like, give him everything that Toronto's got to keep Kawhi happy over there.
And out of the Clippers, really. Out of the Staples Center, unless
keep him away from LA.
He's healthy. He's came back. Now
they got Marc Gasol.
Yeah,
that was a great trade for them.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Toronto.
That was a great trade for Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
Like, he needed to get out of a city where he was like he got love in Memphis, but they were mired in mediocrity. It was good to see some place where he could be good.
He went to high school there and all that. He played high school ball in Memphis. So
you
it
can
was
tell in his first
go.
game in Toronto, he was re-energized. Like, oh my God, it feels good to be on a good team.
He know you going to the playoffs, all that shit. Yeah, that's good for him. He deserved it. The same way Paul was able to get out of, and come to the Lakers and win a couple chips. I don't think Mark gonna win no chips, but Toronto still does have a chance.
Well, so everything
this year anybody got one.
It was questions about is he going, what kind of attitude he's going to do, but he's done everything. He came back and playing like the same Kawhi Leonard. He's all NBA right now. He's in the MVP conversation. I just forget how much a beast he is, man.
That shit was hilarious.
He played. He guards Ben Simmons. He gives Ben Simmons the fit, but he gives everybody's the fit. He's such a defensive lockdown dude, man. And then offensively, people forget that motherfucker's a beast, man. So, Toronto's real happy with that. But
here to play defense.
We'll see. The big decision is this summer. Is he gonna stay in Toronto?
Stay in Toronto.
All right, let's go to an easy one. Rookie of the year.
Luka.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah,
Luka Doncic. Easy. Simple.
Yeah, this is
that boy's box office.
So he's lived up to the hype.
That boy good.
I remember arguing with people before when he was in the draft was coming up and people were like on Twitter, he gonna be another what's the guy from Pistons for years ago?
Darko.
He's gonna be another Darko.
It was a big difference between him and Darko. Darko hadn't been playing professional ball
I'm like, dude,
that
y'all never
since he was a teenager.
Yeah. I'm like, y'all haven't did y'all research on this dude. This dude been playing with men since he was 15, 16. Like he was the
grown men.
He was the MVP of the second best league in the world, man. Like but people, it was white
because it ain't
he was
in
white
America.
and he's European, he was white and he's European, and they just didn't see it. But now
a lot of cats is real sensitive about basketball. They don't want to give a white cat no due.
And I see Mark Cuban damn near.
He's like, this is all we got.
Mark Cuban about to turn his whole team into Europeans. You see the Mavericks
they looking like the '86 Celtics.
Dallas, the whole team is from Europe.
So that's easy. He got that. But it's actually been, it's one of them things where Luka's been so good that we kind of forget this. And the other rookies been balling.
Yeah,
but he's just been, Jaren Jackson in Memphis been balling.
Yeah, he been balling.
Trae Young is starting.
Trae Young's coming along.
Him and John Collins.
I hope he don't come out tonight because they're playing our Lakers.
I mean, I don't think Trae Young is a rookie. I mean, that motherfucker got the hair of a 45-year-old motherfucker. I mean, this shit is just that thin.
Came into the league with a mortgage and 4 kids.
It's been some good rookies. SGW of
Clippers.
Shai Gilgeous, Alexander.
Kevin
SGA.
Knox been playing well.
Kevin Knox been balling.
He fucked up though. He blamed the fans yesterday, and you can't never win that.
He blamed the Knicks fans?
Yeah. They were booing and saying he's like, come on, y'all ain't real fans. But it's like he didn't learn the lesson. Like,
y'all ain't a real team though.
Kevin, y'all lost 17 in a row. Like, come on,
y'all haven't been good since Patrick Ewing. Don't start. Take some responsibility.
All right, so another storyline coming into the season. I think the top storyline was the Lakers.
Always.
And LeBron in L.A. and how all that's going to work out. We're at the mid-season point. You guys are both Laker fans. Talk to me, man.
Oh, what?
The Anthony Davis thing was disappointing, but it happens.
That you didn't get him?
Yeah, exactly. Usually when we want to trade with New Orleans, something goes wrong.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
I thought Dell Dem should have took that deal. I don't think he's going to get a better deal than that.
The word on the street was that he was told that if he makes a trade, he's fired at that moment.
He's fired?
Yeah, they was fired. They said if you don't hold off till the summer,
you talking about the owners? Because first of all, you can't make a deal anyway without the owner's permission.
Yeah, they told him nothing right now.
But I didn't hear that. But Stephen A. Smith was saying that the rest of the league and executives and the GMs was telling them don't make that deal because we don't want the Lakers to feel like they can. The way it went
all
down.
Of the above. There's a conspiracy. They don't want us to win. They don't want to see us shine.
That's some real sucker shit.
But you still gonna turn down the best deal?
Well, he was going to lose his job. He was going to turn it down. The owners could have stepped in at that time and said, take those guys.
And the Lakers was offering everything. Like that was like
everything.
It was a meme on Facebook. Like everybody was like, it was like you get Lonzo,
that's what I was going to talk about when I talk about the state of the Lakers.
H on the Hollywood sign, all that shit. Like they were offering everything. They were offering like they were offering Jay Leno's cars. They were trying to get anything they could for Anthony.
How do y'all feel as Laker fans how this went down? Are y'all
I'm
happy?
disappointed. Now, okay, I'm gonna go. I guess it's time. The time is now to get this out here.
Yeah, get it off your chest, man.
The thing is that it's a whole lot of shit that's fucked up. First of all, Magic is. I'm disappointed in Magic. Mm-hmm. I'm disappointed in him because what Magic, as much as we love Magic, what Magic has not learned is that okay. You can be Magic, but when it comes to these negotiations, nigga, you got to become Irvin. You can't be Magic when you doing all this shit. You can't just show up places smiling and talking shit. We back, but we gonna be back. And we gonna do all this shit. And you don't realize, see, first of all, when it comes to LA, there's a bias automatically when it comes to the Lakers or any team in LA. The first thing is they know we got the best weed, women, and the weather.
True.
Then you incorporate Magic Johnson taking over. So now motherfuckers is jealous. Now they jealous of the first factors. They jealous of Magic. And they're saying, oh shit, now Magic then took over. And Magic then excelled in his career at every level, high school, college, pros, and in business. And then now you think you're just gonna walk through the door and make this team successful? No, ain't nobody gonna let you do shit. So what Magic hasn't learned is that the way we gonna build this shit back up is through free agency and the draft. Quit all this trade shit, whatever, and fucking up motherfuckers' mentality. And then Magic come out and go, oh, them young boys, they just gotta grow up, all this type of shit. Okay, that is true. But Magic ain't never been in this position, so he's talking from just being Magic. And LeBron ain't never been in this position. That's why LeBron talked that shit. But the point is that, okay, it's a different time, and you gotta let this was no regular trade. Right. If Kuzma heard that you was trying to trade Kuzma for Paul George or say Kuzma and Ingram for Paul George as an example, they could be okay with that. But when a motherfucker sit down and realize that they part of some shit where you trying to give 6, 7, 8 motherfuckers draft picks, that makes a motherfucker feel like, well, damn, he don't think shit about me. True. Because now this is no regular trade. And then what people don't understand is that the Lakers aren't necessarily as mad at Magic as they are LeBron, because now you got to look at this nigga every day in the locker room and he's the reason behind all this trade talk. Right. If LeBron wasn't on the team, nobody would be talking about giving up 6 or 7 motherfuckers for one. That conversation would have never been had.
Right.
And then it's like, Magic then got to a point to where, or let me say Irvin then got to a point to where he didn't let LeBron take over. And that's why I didn't, I was against LeBron at first, okay? Then I'm like, okay, we got him. Let's go ahead and make it work. But now I realize why, because it ain't, when you get LeBron, you didn't just get LeBron. You got Maverick Carter. You got Rich Paul, little George Jefferson looking ass. And motherfuckers don't want to see. They're not going to let you just come in and take over everything. And so Magic's got to realize that he's going to have to build his team through free agency and the draft. And then it's a fucked up situation because unfortunately, motherfuckers don't want to play with LeBron, and in some cases, I can't blame them. Why would Kawhi Leonard come to the Lakers? He already beat LeBron. He was Finals MVP. Why do he need to join him? The only nigga that need to really join him is damn near Anthony Davis.
Right.
I mean, he's the one that really needs to join him. But they wasn't gonna let that. You think they gonna let motherfucking New Orleans? You think New Orleans was gonna let them motherfucking the Saints got cheated against LA, and then now you just gonna take our motherfucker and put him on the Lakers?
But my thing is, how's that Magic problem that Dell Demps is being stubborn when Magic gave him the best deal?
It ain't just Dell Demps, man. It's everybody conspiring against the Lakers because they doing too much. Magic too flashy about this shit. I mean, back in the days, and I know it's more social media and all this type of shit, but back in the days when a motherfucker got traded, you didn't know until the trade day. You didn't know. Magic talking too goddamn much, smiling.
That Knicks trade was quiet. That came out of nowhere. Nobody's.
Yeah. And see, and I understand that.
The Knicks trade of a.
But this is what I'm saying. Magic has to become Irvin. Yeah. When he was making these business deals with Starbucks and with motherfucking 24-hour fitness. He wasn't walking in there doing all this old high capping shit. Hey, you know what, man? His coffee ain't really that great, but Magic Johnson gonna make the coffee great. He wasn't doing that shit. Right. He was Irvin talking to them white folks. Now you got to be Irvin again. Now, fuck Magic at that point.
If I may interject,
yes,
all of everything that Tobe said, as passionate as it was absolutely correct. But Magic isn't the only person making moves out there. Now, from what I'm seeing from Rob Pelinka, I'm like, half I like, half I don't. Like the whole thing with like the fact they got LeBron and Lance Stevenson and the cats that they had and JaVale McGee, all the veteran cats they picked up on a 1-year deal with space for next year, all that looked good. The fact they didn't get Anthony Davis was, like you said, it was all the social media shit, making it too loud. And yeah, Magic needs to become Irvin and learn how to not be the face of everything for something. But what really irritated me was that we, for some odd reason, let go of what looked like what could be a great new center. A dude that went from the G League to our starting lineup and traded that dude for like a pack of Tic Tacs to the Clippers. And I'm like, where did that move come from?
Because they made a mistake in the summertime with not having any shooters on the team. Now they trying to make up for that, try to get shooters.
But who did they get? You know what, dog? Like the Reggie Bullock move was the Reggie Bullock move.
2 shooters. But they should have did that in the summertime.
I
literally had to look up Muscala. That made me sad.
He came from us. He's a role player. He can shoot a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they coming into the season, everybody said they don't have no shooters, but the Lakers brass said, no, but we got playmakers.
What was Magic doing? Magic was sitting there saying, well, shit, we talking to LeBron. We got some dogs. Like we got the dogs. Oh, fuck them dogs.
The Knicks made a steal of a trade like under everybody's nose because Magic is so out there and the social media thing was such a big deal, and they led with the story so crazy that nobody was paying attention to it. Now you got Luka and Porzingis, whenever he gets healthy, that's going to be crazy. Yeah. But at the same, and the whitest team ever. But it's also like the fact they made these weird little last second moves looking like, oh, well, now we got like one less center and we got a couple more shooters and now we're definitely getting Anthony Davis. Like, nah, it don't even need to be like you can abort that mission completely and look at everybody else that's going to happen. Like you said, there's free agency, there's the draft, there's a million different ways you can go about this to where you don't necessarily have to go all in on Anthony Davis. I understand why you did, but you didn't have to go about it like in the way that you did.
What are they going to do this summer? I mean, if they don't get Anthony Davis, what are they going to do?
Spend money. Y'all got $100 million.
I mean, Boogie Cousins is going to be out there. People saying Jimmy Butler is going to be out there. Bradley Beal may be out there. They have to do something because LeBron.
Bradley ain't no free agent.
Klay Thompson is getting out there.
Spend everything you can.
Trying to get Klay Thompson here is the move. But because Jimmy Butler, I don't want Jimmy Butler on the Lakers and. Shit, them motherfucking Tom Thibodeau minutes gonna kick in soon.
Lakers need 3
that he ran his ass in the ground, and that'd be just like. And that was the thing I was afraid with LeBron, that he would get here and get injured. And I don't mean a catastrophic injury, but just these little knick-knack injuries at his age is slowing down shit.
I'm just
and he's
frustrated
sitting on the bench drinking
wine. Happened here. You know, like he's been like indestructible.
But you knew.
But if it didn't happen here, where was it gonna happen at?
We're gonna come back to the Lakers. Let's move on to what we're gonna come right back to the Lakers. 6th man of the year, who y'all got so far? I'll start it off. I started off. I looked at Sabonis and Pacers. He's doing good. Siakam out of Toronto, even though I think he's starting now. I'm still going with my man Lou Will.
Yeah, Sweet Lou, man.
Lou Will.
Sweet Lou might be one of the best 6 men ever.
Yeah. He can start on most teams. I mean, he pretty much is starting for the.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going with you. You agree, or you got somebody else?
I think it's a consensus.
To Lou Will.
Sweet Lou is still the man. And any man that got 2 girlfriends always win the shit.
Does he still have 2? I don't think he still has 2 girlfriends.
And if he don't still got 2, he had 2 for a good period of time. That's good enough for me.
I don't know where Jamal Crawford is right now, but Lou
Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah, he's with Phoenix. Yeah.
In that
normally it's him.
Yeah. Jamal got old.
Yeah, it happens.
Number one, our preseason storylines we talked about, Toby. The Golden State Warriors. Boogie is back in the lineup. They had a little thing thing going on early in the season, but it seems like they starting to do what they usually do.
Well, yeah, that ain't no thing. That's the truth.
Are they still the team to beat?
Oh, yeah, they definitely the team to beat.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, they had a thing because Draymond know the truth. He know KD is leaving.
Yep.
But
let's talk. We gotta talk about KD.
I'm really like, to be honest, I'm surprised at how well Boogie's playing at this soon already. He's really looking
Achilles
good.
injury. That's hard to come back from that well. You know?
Yeah, especially this quick. You know, that's why I'm shocked.
Well, it looks good when you playing with 4 other All-Stars. You can ease back. You can ease back in it.
The All-Star game really should be the Golden State Warriors versus everybody. It really should, because their starting lineup is pretty much the Western starting lineup.
Is this the last? It may be the last hurrah for them because KD might be out the door.
KD gone, man.
Clay may be out the door.
Yeah.
Clay's
coming
Boogie
south.
may be out the door. It's going to be interesting.
Steph ain't going nowhere.
No, Steph, and I really don't.
Steph ain't going nowhere.
Wishful thinking. I wish Clay would come back to LA, come back home. But
absolutely.
I
Clay, listen to reason. We got money.
They got money. He already got
perfectly.
money.
You, LeBron,
his pop is announcing the games. I think that may have the playing with his pop announcing
games.
Don't his
brother still play for the
Portland? I think Portland.
He played for Cleveland.
Okay.
Brother played with the Indians now.
Yeah, well, you're talking about the baseball player. Okay,
yeah. Your brother's gone, so you got LA to yourself now. Come on, bro.
But that'd be nice. But I really don't see that happening because there's no way Golden State ain't gonna give him the max. So why would he leave?
Yeah,
they're not gonna not pay him.
Pay that,
especially if they don't have to pay KD.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna have to pay KD. He's gone.
Is KD going to the Knicks though?
Yeah, that's the question.
I believe so. I mean, you see,
is that why he got so butthurt
yesterday?
Is that why he was so angry?
Did you see yesterday his company that he owns just purchased everything in New York, offices in New York.
Okay.
Moved them from Frisco to New York.
There you go. Well, I mean, they could just be expanding. You know what I mean? Like,
Kawhi bought a house in L.A. People, that means he coming to L.A.
Ain't in L.A.
No, house in L.A.
It's in Carlsbad. That ain't in L.A.
They said every NBA player got a house in L.A.
Yeah, that don't mean shit.
He got a house where he's from.
He moved his company from Frisco to New York. That ain't expanding because he got room to expand in San Francisco. Everything else expands in San Francisco.
No, it doesn't. There's nowhere to go. That's why everything's so expensive in San Francisco.
I mean, and then if you're doing TV and all that and certain things, the businesses he's in, he's up there in the gay community where they at. So to move him away from there,
if he goes,
he's doing it for real.
If he goes to New York, I think that would be best for the league.
I don't know why he don't look at his DC, but I know they in with
that would
John
give
Wall.
some parity to the league.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. Another Coach of the Year.
Who's the coach of the
midseason? Mike Budenholzer. That's who I had.
Budenholzer then.
That's who you had?
Yeah.
Everybody. I had him. It came down to him or the coach of the Kings. I went with Budenholzer because he has the Bucks playing.
My bias won't let me give the Kings anything.
And Nick Nurse in Toronto's got to get some credit too. I mean, yes, he had a team, but after the way everything went down, he still had to step in there and then bring in and incorporate Kawhi and and to come from the video room to doing all that shit. I got to give him his props too.
Hold up, time out. I just realized something. Facebook is racist. They are asking me, do I want to tag all these other black people in my video? Like every 30 seconds, it's like, hey, shout out to HJ Day. No, I don't want to tag you. It's me.
Dope Dealer Podcast. Let's go. You know what? Let's do another before we move on. I want to talk about the Houston Rockets after this. Defensive Player of the Year.
I gotta go with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
Just looking at his stat line, he's in the top 5 of everything defensive.
I gotta go with crying ass Rudy Gobert. This motherfucker. I just watched him cry a little while ago at the barbershop. He's like, my mama wanted to come to the game.
I'm going with Paul George.
He do look like.
I think Paul George has been the Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's turned himself into he's always been a
good defender.
He is the league leader. I think he's the league leader in steals right now.
Yeah, man. I think Paul George and he put himself in MVP conversation, but we're gonna get to that soon.
Yeah, he's close. Definitely.
Too, man. So okay, all right, cool. So all our we got everything. So let's talk about the Houston Rockets.
Hey.
Which Houston Rockets still have no chance to.
This is the Harden Rockets. No, they ain't got no chance.
Houston
There's
Harden?
You know, and I'm not
because they started off kind of, but they.
I'm not just saying this because Kobe said it, but you can't. There's no way you can't win with that type of basketball.
I love that they picked up my man Kenneth Fareed. They freed my man. They didn't kidnapped him. He been on the bench, and that's fucked up. What they've been doing to him the last.
You know what? Now
because he's a good player.
They got Shumpert. They got some players.
He should never have been on the bench, man. That guy can play,
Brooklyn.
man.
Yeah, on the bench in Brooklyn.
D'Antoni's figured out that he's not like in any way, shape, or form associated with defense. So as long as he picks up some people that are going to do it anyway, his system kind of works.
Yeah,
but I mean, what James
doesn't work overall.
What James Harden is doing is absolutely remarkable. Yeah. People don't like it. People can talk shit or whatever, and it's not going to win a championship playing like that. But when everybody was hurt and injured, he had to kill. He had to do something, and that's just remarkable. He is one of the best offensive players ever to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
One-on-one, too.
Yeah, his name may come back up in the MVP when we get our MVP talk.
That traveling step back is unstoppable.
Did you see the Bradley Beal walk last night?
Yeah.
Did you know the NBA Twitter, they have, I guess the referees
got a Twitter, yeah.
You know, these motherfuckers
said that wasn't travel.
Said that wasn't travel. Bruh. Like, are you serious?
And I tweeted back at them that this is absolute video proof that y'all are blind. How the hell do you not see? Everybody else sees it.
Blake Griffin tweeted, Bradley Beal must have hacked the ref's account. Talking about that ain't traveling. Shit. The fuck you mean that ain't traveling?
Like, that just killed all your integrity. Like, I can't even respect y'all.
I mean, he was doing dance steps.
Like, come on, man. If there ain't no fucking walk, I don't know what is a walk, man.
Man, he walked it out.
Like, if y'all don't stop with that bullshit, the NBA referees, come on, man, stop with that.
Jordan used to travel too, though.
Everybody traveled.
They don't really call it because the more important you are to the game, the more extra steps you get. I've seen LeBron get 4 steps for a dunk every time.
Lou Williams tweeted to that NBA referee. He said, "Y'all can't even. I guess y'all just can't say we missed it." Like he said,
they can't admit like we made a mistake.
Y'all can never admit that we just missed it. My bad.
Yeah, y'all can't never just say like.
All right, so let's go to let's get down for the crown. Let's go for NBA MVP. This is a good year. You know, the NBA is some killers in the NBA right now.
Absolute murderers.
And this is not one of them years where you can be like, all right, that person already got it. This is tough, man. I went online, I went to like different sports sites just to see who there was a lot of debate. Like one site had somebody, another site had somebody. So I'm interested to see what our three so guests in the house, guests first, Corey, go ahead and who you got. Let's start. Give me your number 3, 2, and then your number 1. Who you got?
Oh, okay. For the third, I'd probably go with Paul George, actually.
Okay.
Because the way Toby said, was it Toby or you that said he might be defensive player?
Yeah, that's me. I said that.
And number 2, Giannis, because he is out there just wrecking shop in the East right now. Mm-hmm. And number 1, most valuable, is James Harden, because you pull him off that team. The Houston, Houston's 12th in the league.
And those 3, that's absolutely it. And because if you took James off, they wouldn't be shit. I mean, what he's doing is just absolutely, positively remarkable. I mean, the only person
30 for 30.
The only motherfucker who did more than that was Will.
Yeah.
You know, so what else can you say? Also? Yeah, that's it right there.
Well, that's crazy because that's my top 3.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We just become best friends.
That's crazy. Paul George at number 3, Giannis at number 2. I thought we was going to be here arguing and stuff like that. How we all on the same page?
Well, because it's clear cut almost.
I guess if I want to change my 3, it would be Russell Westbrook because he's averaging a triple-double again.
A lot of people have Giannis as number 1. I even see some people online had Kawhi.
That's people. It's some people. I understand how some people don't enjoy Harden's game.
What's the hate on Harden?
It's just the style.
It's the foul shots.
Yeah.
It's the trips to the free throw line. That's what really hurts.
And that ain't his fault.
You can't appreciate.
No, that's part of the game.
Yeah, if you can't appreciate that offense.
If you figured out the strategy of getting to the line every time, or getting 2 points or 3 points, then that's the most efficient way you can play.
See what happens is that
sucks.
Okay,
but
there was eras in basketball where that type of play was great and people enjoyed it or whatever, and then Golden State start passing the ball around, and then now we come back to a motherfucker who's gonna shoot it every time, and people are like, oh damn, I don't want to see this shit again.
Yeah,
that same shit Kobe was doing. And that's part of it. To some people, it's ugly basketball.
His averages is 38 points a game, 8.5 8.5 assists, 6.7 rebounds a game, 38 points a game. I mean, Come on, man.
And he's actually playing something that looks like defense.
And the crazy part about it, they were like at a 500 team until he started this. It's like, and Chris Paul was out, Clint Capella was out, and he just said, "Fuck it, I got to go out and put 40 on and he did it, and they started winning. They started playing.
And much respect to James when when he was interviewed after Kobe said, "Well, this ain't gonna, that type of play ain't gonna win a championship." And much respect to James saying, "You know what? Kobe's right. I agree with him. He didn't, take the shit and let his feelings get hurt and like, oh, fuck Kobe, this and that."
He's like, "No, I'm trying to win."
Yeah, he's trying to. He's
like,
doing.
I would love some help. That would be
he's
great.
doing what he can do with what he has working, and so that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, so that's all. We all on that, and it's crazy. That's top 3, and Kawhi is having a hell of a season.
James, he barely made the All-Star team.
Joel Embiid.
Who, LeBron James?
He said
James Harden barely made the All-Star.
Oh, you talking about the starters?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, we got that top 3, and Kawhi is having, in most seasons, Kawhi would be.
He missed too many games.
Embiid is having an incredible season.
Steph still being Steph.
Yeah, Steph is still being Steph. LeBron. I mean,
Kawhi didn't miss
LeBron been out.
LeBron was putting up 40 right before he got hurt.
Kawhi missed
too many games for me.
Well, Embiid is putting up MVP number, but this is James Harden and Giannis.
Anthony Davis
such
is like
incredible,
27 and 14 or something like that.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our All NBA teams. Our All NBA. I'll start this. Toby, you started off. Who's your All NBA first team? Did I give you that one, or you want me to start it off?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll start it off. This is James Harden. It's my point guard. Giannis is my 2, I guess you can, or forward. Kawhi, forward. Paul George, center. Embiid. And it's crazy because LeBron, you would think LeBron would make All NBA. I don't even think, if he don't get it up, he may not make, he don't get it together, he may not make it.
He don't get it up. Damn, what's that got to do with anything?
The views of Jamal Doman do not reflect those of the rest of the
If he don't get it together, he may not make All NBA first team, which probably be the first time in like 10 years. But this is, right now, Harden, I can't put him, where can you put him at? Harden, Giannis, Kawhi, Paul George, Embiid. That's my
very
All
interesting
NBA first team.
Mine was a little more.
LeBron gonna make that joint.
I went more a little more traditional.
Who you want to take out? Okay, good. I went with positions too.
Yeah. I have Westbrook, Harden, Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Jokic at center.
Hold on, let me go. Westbrook. Let me write this out. Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Greek Freak.
Greek. Okay.
Anthony Davis.
AD.
And Jokic.
Okay, so you put Jokic over Embiid. Yeah. Even though I love he's having an incredible season. Oh, okay, I can see.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm biased.
Just a few other things that he does different. Like it's like a little more fundamental, but dude
passes the ball better.
You picked AD over Kawhi. AD's been hurt a lot.
He has, but so is Kawhi. And at the same time, like
Kawhi missed a lot of games too, man.
And you didn't hold up. You had Paul George as your number 3 MVP, but you didn't put him in All NBA first team.
Interesting, right?
You put Westbrook over Paul George?
Mm-hmm. Because Westbrook is doing so much on.
Well, how's Paul George your number 3?
Because Westbrook, it's the
only
weirdest
thing about Westbrook. They got
a weird Batman and Robin relationship where they trade the
Westbrook.
I want to talk about the Thunder too, because the Thunder has been doing.
Hey, Westbrook has had some horrendous shooting.
Paul George is the MVP of that team.
Water falling out of a boat this year.
Paul George is the MVP of that Thunder team
because he can score, but Westbrook is doing everything else.
Oh no, he's
Westbrook is still averaging like 13 assists, 12 rebounds. Like it's crazy.
And 32 shots.
I really like the Thunder, man. I really like what the Thunder have done. They benched Dennis Schrader. Dennis Schrader coming off the bench. Noel.
Well, they didn't bench him. But that's the position they had for him when they traded for him. Dennis Schroeder.
No, I'm saying coming off the bench. It's perfect to come off the bench.
That's another 6-man.
He's a 6-man candidate.
Yeah,
he's been balling.
I forgot to write him.
Since he cut that blonde hair off, his game done picked up.
Jeremy Grant has
some bullshit.
Jeremy Grant has got a jumper
OKC has
now.
A decent. They have a better shot to upseat Golden State than the Thunder. All right, than the Rockets.
Oh yeah. I think in the West, OKC has the best chance to win, but they won't. But if anybody could beat Golden State, I think OKC has the best chance.
Who's your All NBA first team?
Oh, I got to go with I can't go with Westbrook because of the horrendous shooting that he's had some nights.
I have to agree with that.
I got to go with Steph still first team. Okay. Steph,
smart pick.
LeBron, Giannis,
Still got you got Harden, you got Kawhi, you got.
I'm going with Harden, and I'm going with.
You got to get a center, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm about.
Somebody.
I'm going with Jokic too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, do y'all see what Embiid did to Jokic stuff? Even though Jokic is y'all been sleeping on Embiid, man. Embiid.
I like Embiid.
I gotta pick Jokic for making the Nuggets relevant for any reason. That's amazing.
Nuggets got a squad, man.
They do.
got a squad.
Yeah, they got a
Isaiah
squad.
Thomas is about to come back, so he's gonna give him stuff off the bench. We'll see what he can do. Let's talk about couple quick things real quick. Let's talk about my Sixers. A lot of people said the moves they made. Now they're the favorite in the East. What y'all think about that?
Man, those were tremendous moves. I'm
Shout
really
out to
like,
Elton Brand.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like,
E-Trade.
You've trusted the process long enough.
We call him E-Trade.
but no, I'm really,
Very smart trades.
I mean, Elton Brand has really done a great job so far. No matter how this works out, for him to just get the job, come in and have the balls to make these moves and shit. And what he did, like that was so beautiful, is that Jimmy Butler is a hothead. You don't know what is gonna happen with him, this and that daily. And so he said, shit, let me get a backup plan.
Yeah.
And if Jimmy we keep all four, or if Jimmy don't work out, he can get the fuck on, and we still got Tobias, and that was just a brilliant move.
Or it could all work out.
Yeah, and they could have them all four.
Like I think the
we can afford
smartest
them all,
the
yeah.
smartest move y'all made was getting rid of Markelle Fultz. And not saying anything bad against the player,
No,
but
it
it's
was
just
time.
not working out.
It was time.
And y'all
That
couldn't
was-
keep,
that was
yeah,
addition by
y'all
subtraction.
team is too ready to just have a motherfucker like
next
that.
year we owed him like $9 million. We couldn't. I mean, we don't know.
And
We can't pay him $9 million.
He needed a fresh start.
Yeah.
Or just get
Even though the Sixers supported him and did it, they've done. You can't ask organization has done a whole lot for that kid, man. And they,
Oh yeah, yeah.
They supported him.
they tried. I mean, because what happened
Looked
with
at his
him,
shoulder and everything.
I never seen that shit happen, and I was shocked. Like, shout out to 21 Savage just got out. Shout out to him in the song a lot when he mentioned when they mentioned Markelle Fultz in that song. That was cool. How he said that, I'm behind you, basically. We pulling for you, because I'm pulling for the kid. Because I mean, that is one thing to play and just not play well, but the shit that's happened to him, I've never seen anything like it. I mean, in all my years around basketball, I've never seen this shit happen to nobody.
One of the biggest sports mysteries in Philadelphia history is going to go down. We still don't know what's going on, but we only got a couple more minutes, man. Quickly, finals preview. Who you guys got coming out the East and coming out the West? Obviously, I know who y'all got coming out the West.
Yeah. Golden State, and I believe it's going to be Toronto now.
Okay.
With the addition of Marc Gasol.
That's a smart one. I'll say Golden State, Milwaukee.
Golden State, Milwaukee, and of course, y'all know
we ain't even spoke about Boston and Kyrie, and
I'm
I think that's falling apart,
going
and
with.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Kyrie looked like
Shout out to Rondo for hitting that shot over Boston, but Rondo hit a game-winning shot to beat the Celtics. I never thought I'd say that in my life.
And that's the first time in his career he ever hit a game-winning shot. That was the first time. He had missed them all.
And then he didn't start the next game. What was that about?
I don't.
Is Luke Walton gonna make it at the end of the season?
He'll make it to the end of the season.
Yeah, and see
that
that goes back to that's another
Not
thing
sure
I'm
he'll be there for
disappointed on.
2019,
Like
2020.
LeBron coming to this then just ruined the whole process of what the hell was trying to do. And now you know what, Magic Irvin should have fired. The way this shit is going, he should have just fired Luke the moment he got LeBron and not even put Luke through this bullshit. When you know that's not your guy, you know that's not LeBron guy, but you just gonna sit there and waver back and forth and. Let Luke go ahead and go out the door. He got 3 years left, $15 million. That'll tide him over. He'll be fine. But they should have got rid of. I'm a fan of Luke. Luke is going to be a great coach in this league, and it's unfortunate that he fell into this fucked up situation.
He's a good coach. It's just like the rotations, the fiasco, like everything surrounding
LeBron drinking wine on the bench.
Yeah, it's.
But Luke been through that shit, and Luke battled, and he still, he's still standing strong. And every time he talk, he's confident in himself and his skills and what he can do. So none of this shit was his fault. He's put up with a whole lot.
Too many close losses is my issue.
And shit that he didn't.
Too many close losses.
But he wasn't out there. LeBron wasn't out there. So it's like, what the fuck can you do?
Are the Lakers gonna make the playoffs? Right now, they gotta
go 18-6.
When is Lonzo coming back?
Hopefully, it's by the end of the month. First week of March. Hopefully.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be interesting, man. The NBA season is never short on drama, man. We appreciate you, Corey, coming by, man, shouting out with us, man, talking to us. Shout out to Corey. Hey. Showtime Robinson in the house,
Appreciate y'all having me. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man. So listen, man, follow us on Instagram, Dope Dealers with an S podcast.
Yeah.
Dope Dealers podcast. And you know we on Twitter now. Also Dope Dealers podcast on Twitter, man. And follow us, man. Go to iTunes, subscribe to us, rate us, leave a review. And of course, you know, if you take a screenshot of the review, go to Instagram, DM us that screenshot, and we'll send you a t-shirt. I just sent a free t-shirt out to
Hey, shout out to my relative Wayne Hicks checking us out on live here on my Facebook. What's up, relative?
Yeah, shout out to our sponsor, Doman Sheep Movers, the #1 moving company in the San Fernando Valley. We got a phone number that you can call to.
818-916-1818.
One more time.
818-916-1818.
And look, we always looking for sponsors, man. And also, listen, we are 3 talented comedians. So if you want to book us, please. I'm at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
Tobe Hixx, TOBEHIXX. Clean comedy, X-rated comedy, church comedy. We do it all.
We do it all, man. And Corey, where can they find you at?
At Cory Showtime. That's CORY Showtime. I'm not one of those weird Corys with the E in it. Shout out to everybody that checked me out tonight, too. Big
I
T.
see everybody, yeah.
All my friends, man.
I
Thank
think
y'all
you
for
had Ray
watching.
Chapman
Chris
on there,
Story.
too,
Good
yeah.
for seeing y'all, man.
Chris, what's good?
What you got going on? You got anything coming up or anything?
You can catch me at the Starting Gate on the 19th, and I'll be doing Chocolate Sundays again on March 31st.
That's what's up.
Right on.
What you got coming up, man?
Oh, hey, this week, February 15th through 17th, I'll be with my homie Felipe Esparza, Rodrigo Torres. We'll be at the Stardome in Hoover, Alabama.
Oh, snap.
shit.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Alabama, we coming down there. I got relatives down there. Hey, come check out the show.
Yes.
And then next week, the 22nd through the 24th, I'll be at the Improv in Raleigh, North Carolina with Felipe Esparza, Rodrigo Torres, back with my boys, ready to hit the Dirty South.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's how we do it, man. Listen, you know we love you, man. Please subscribe to us. Spread the word. Spread the word. Dope Dealer Podcast, man. We love you guys.
One more thing. I'm sorry. Shout out to my man Beto Duran. Had me over at the Golden Boy Productions today. Great time on the radio show with him. Oscar, it was a wonderful time.
Dope
Right on,
Dealer
Beto.
Podcast.